Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Teacups and I welcome you back to Oxford United challenging for the Premier League title. So yeah, we're back for our yearly upload. Okay, no sarcasm. We're going to just dive balls deep into the first game of the day. We're just going to dive balls deep into action because last episode, we pretty much done everything. We've done all our transfers. We're happy with our squad. There's not much we can really talk about. We could talk about real world football, but, you know, we don't really need to. Just laugh at Chelsea. That's all you got to do. The first game of the day, Oxford United away to Luton Town, and this is how it went. So this video, I'm pretty much going to give my final review of FIFA 16. My trial is just about to come to an end. I've pretty much done all of the 10 hours. I've got a heavy opinion on this game, and I'm going to go through it as I go through the game. It's just going to be like, as I see stuff, I'm going to commentate about it, and at the end, I'm going to give my final review. I kind of, like, people were thinking, oh, what's going to happen to this series? It's probably going to go on hold for now. I know Gasp, I pretty much release like 2 episodes a year anyway. I don't really have any money for FIFA 16 right now. I do have some money for a video game, but that's going to go towards Fallout 4. So, yeah, look forward to that on my channel. FIFA will come. I probably will get this game maybe later on, but it's going to go on hold for a while. And yeah, let's just meander away from that and get on with the first game of the day. So as usual, this game was frustrating. That's the thing with FIFA 16 at the moment. That's a massive way I can describe this game. Frustrating. And around about the 6th minute, we have a golden opportunity to score. Absolutely golden. Beautiful ball in. Yeah, we've got the keeper beaten. Literally, this goal is harder to miss than it is to score. But somehow, my striker, like literally, it's slow-mo replay. This defies the laws of physics. The ball comes off his head at a 90-degree angle and goes out for a goal kick. I'm just like, what? And that was the best way to describe this game. Frustrating. Nothing went my way. Absolutely nothing. I was bossing possession. Literally, Luton had nothing. They had nothing to show for it. I really gave them no opportunities. I was defending well. But you know what happens? You know what happens when you're defending well. The computer's just going to score a worldie. Like, this really annoys me about FIFA 16. The computer, like, you'll be all over them, and they will just produce an absolute wonder goal that will just completely turn the game. Just completely turn it. I'm around about the 30th minute, right? There is nothing on here. We're defending well. Outside the box, outside of the striker's right boot, an absolute bullet. My keeper had no chance. This could be any keeper in the world. And I was just frustrated. I was just sitting there like, I haven't been outplayed. The computer just absolutely bullshit their way to a jammy goal. That's the best way to describe it, a jammy goal. The shooting in this game is just fucked. For me, the shooting, as you already know, I've already reviewed this shooting many times. Literally, it's just hit or miss. Either you'll tap the button, the ball will go outside the stadium, or you'll tap the button and it will just p-roll along the floor. It is so hit or miss for me. It's literally like, it's like a random number generator. Literally, it just flicks a coin if you're going to score or not. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this is the thing for me in this game, the computer, inside the box and just outside the box, is fucking lethal. They're literally Alan Shearer lethal. It is unreal how lethal they are. They can play some dead football. They get into that position, it's pretty much a goal. No matter how well you defend, it's pretty much a goal when it gets annoying. So yeah, it's 1-0 to Luton. Out of nothing, that was actually their first shot of the whole game. After that, I tried to get back into it. I tried to play some decent football, but the first half came and went. So I was all pumped up for the second half, like, yeah, okay, we're going to get this, you know, we're going to get a goal, we're going to get a draw, we're going to get back into this game. But around about the 51st minute, this is just poor from me. It's poor defending, ball's whipped out the wing, nothing is going on. Computer whips in a sweaty ball, and they sweat the ball back. As I said, in the box, in and around the box, computer is lethal. This is an absolute beautiful finish. This is what Alan Shearer would do in his prime. I've beat him. Like, the keeper had no chance here. This is just poor play from me. And yeah, it was really frustrating. Honestly, at that point, those were Luton's first 2 shots of the game, and they both went in. That's one thing I can talk about FIFA 16. It's a lot like FIFA 16. Last year, the computer literally had 1 shot, 1 goal. It's the same this year. It's absolutely ridiculous. The computer is lethal as fuck. We did manage to pull one back, though, and around about the 76th minute, this is absolutely some decent play from one of my wingers here. He takes a player completely out of the game, passes it through to Harlton, how you pronounce his name. For once, the computer defended like shit. He was able to run in on goal, scores near post. Keeper should be saving this. It's 2-1. But sadly, there was no magical fairy tale here. We did not come back. Yeah, it's time to move on. Actually, we're just going to do the review of the game here. FIFA 16 for me feels scripted. I'm just going to throw it out there. Like last year, you know, people have always been talking about how FIFA is scripted. I've never really agreed with it. Only with Pro Clubs. Pro Clubs is scripted as fuck. It always has been. But this game for me is just scripted. It just is. If the computer is losing or drawing, they will hit everything. They will hit every shot. They will hit every cross. They will hit every pass. They will hit every tackle. They will hit everything. But if they're winning, it feels like they're not even in the game. Like for this, For this, the second they went 2-0 up in this game, they pretty much had 0 shots on target afterwards. They started missing their passes, missing the tackles, and they started creating opportunities for me. But sadly for me, the shooting is just hit or miss. I should have won this game. I should have won this game. I had so many opportunities this game to score. My players just fluffed it. And you know, let's go back to the passing. The passing for me. Like, honestly, I thought it was placebo effect. But everyone's been talking about it. I've been talking about it. Every YouTuber has been talking about it. All my mates have been talking about it. The passing in this game is fucking terrible. Honestly, it loses me games. It absolutely loses me games. Like, I was actually playing a game as Tottenham in the career mode today. And literally, I was just on the halfway line. There's a player to my left and a player all the way up front. The player to my left was literally just right next to me. I tapped the through ball past him, you know, because he was running onto it. The player booed it. The player absolutely booed it. It went all the way to their right back, and they went and scored from that. And I was just like, what? I was just sitting there just like, I should not have lost this. I should not have lost that goal. That goal should not have been conceded. I played a simple pass. The game's coach like, no, you meant to boot this upfield. No. The passing for me just costs me games. It just gives the computer so many opportunities that they shouldn't have. Like, there was one pass in this game, I can't be asked to highlight it, but pretty much there's a player to my left, right? Player to my left, and I went to play a simple through ball to him. My guy booted at him, booted it off of his shot, went off for a throw-in, and I was just like, you what? I literally just tapped the button. I just gave you a little bit of a tap, you know, like in Happy Gilmore when he's like doing the pun, like just tap it in, just tap it in. Literally just tapped it, barely even touched it, booted it. Like, it's ridiculous. And I've fiddled around with the settings. I've took off all manual and that. It does nothing. The passing in this game is fucking terrible. For the computer though, if they're losing or drawing, they're Xavi. They're Xavi with every pass. Every ball is weighted. Every through ball is hit. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. But yeah, that's my review of this game. Passing's terrible. Shooting's terrible. The AI just feels scripted. It just feels scripted as fuck. Honestly, for me, it's just not enjoyable to play. The past couple of FIFAs, yeah, things have been wrong with them. I've been enjoying playing them. But for me, FIFA 16, I don't like to say it. I just don't enjoy playing it. You know, for me, I feel like I might go try PES or even Sensible Soccer, go back in time. It's just, it's not fun. Now, saying that sounds pretty depressive. It's time to move on to the second game of the day. Oxford United away to Bradford in the League Cup, and this is how it went. So this is one of my better games. Bradford are a good team. I play some decent football. Frustrating though. First half came and went 0-0. Nothing really to highlight. Teams had shots. Nothing really special. Second half, things started to light up. I actually hit the post with a banging shot from Danny Rose. Bradford were in the game. I was actually bossing the game, but you know, I was just sitting there just thinking, I'm bossing this game. They're going to score a sweaty goal. But I literally gave them no opportunity. I literally just had to start hacking man down. I just would not let the computer get anywhere near the box. You let the computer get near the box, they score a goal. It's simple as that. So there's a lot of last-ditch defending in this game, but we took this game all the way to extra time, and this is how it went. So by that time, my players were fucked. Simple as that. They were absolutely fucked. So we took both my strikers off, put 2 new strikers on. We put a new Loney on, that really pacey black man. His pace is fucking beautiful. I love it. And just on the stroke of half-time in the first half, the easiest through ball is played to him. So easy. Their defence is fucked. He beats the offside trap. He just taps in. This is a good finish. I honestly thought he was going to sky this because I didn't put too much power in it. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a Sergio Ramos and this is going to go outside the stadium. But yeah, we scored that goal. We saw the game out and we actually won it. Now, I quickly want to highlight something here. Yeah, I'm just looking over my clips right now. I forgot to mention this. And around about the 90th minute, just before the game ended, we went to extra time. I should have a penalty. Watch this clip. Beautiful dribbling here. Beautiful dribbling here from my winger. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. The computer gets none of the ball. None of the ball. It completely takes the man out. He goes on the floor. I'm screaming penalty. Nothing is given. And this is one thing with the game. This has been happening with all FIFAs. Penalty decisions are fucking terrible. This was a stone wall penalty. Right, stonewall penalty not given. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've seen so many of these in this game not given, and I've seen ridiculous penalties given. I've seen penalties where the player has fallen over by himself and got a penalty, and I'm just like, what? You know, for me with this game, they just need to sort stuff like this. Like FIFA don't even do the simplest things right. Simple things like penalties they don't do right. Well, mainly because of the physics system. Ever since they updated the physics system, it's been very hard for them, and they've been sorting it out. But they really need to get this shit down. This should have been a penalty, and this should have been the goal that won the game right here. We might not have scored it, but I probably would have. Penalties are easy in this game, but yeah, it's time to move on. It's time for the third and final game of the day. Oxford United at home to Notts County, and this is how it went. I'm just going to throw this out there. We haven't won a point in the league yet. Fucking embarrassing. 3 games in, no points. Game's been hard. The games have been close. We should have had a couple here and there, but the game's just been fucking me over. And as I said, scripted. You know, for me, this game, as I said, feels scripted. For me, it just feels scripted. Everything goes in the computer's favor. It just does. The computer is the luckiest motherfucker. If there's a rebound, if there's a loose ball, it always ends up with one of their players. It's fucking ridiculous, right? And how's this for a lucky goal? So they win a free kick, around about 17th minute. It's a dead free kick. They're going from goal there. They're going for goal here. My player touches it. Basically sets up their striker. He boots in the back of the net like it's nothing. I think he's their striker. I think he might be their midfielder. I'm not too sure. Alan Smith anyway. Yeah. I'm just like, this is match fixing. My player basically just gifted him a goal. And I'm just like, how lucky can you get? Like, there was literally nothing I can do about that. There was nothing I can do about it. A player should honestly be trying to boot out of the stadium. But he tried to take a dead touch. Cost me a goal. It's 1-0. After that, I was completely dominating the game. Absolutely completely dominating. I just couldn't break down the defence because we all know how they defend in this game. The second the computer loses the ball, they put 15 men behind the ball with unreal pressure. Unreal. And the first half came and went. So I tried to get back in the game. I tried to throw everything in the kitchen sink at them. It just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. Nothing was going my way. Passes were dead. Shots were dead. Computer defending like an absolute champ, and we conceded another one in around about the 60th minute. This is poor defending from me. This was something out of nothing. It kind of got to the point where I was just pissed. I just sat there. I just didn't care anymore. It's a simple through ball, simple finish. As I said, this ball, the second the ball goes in the box, I'm like, it's a goal. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing my keeper can do about this. It's just a goal. The computer is so goddamn lethal. And Notts County won the game. Simple as that. Ended up 2-0. Yeah, this series for me has been very disappointing so far because my results have been crap. And honestly, you're probably thinking, oh, turn it down from world class, go to professional. It's not even that. Like, to be honest with you, the play styles are no different between world class and professional. Absolutely at all. During the actual passing and all that, there's no difference. The only thing that sets professional apart from world class is the finishing. The computer is just a monster. When it comes to finishing, they'll have one shot the whole game and they'll score it. That's the only difference between world class and professional, and it's absolutely ridiculous. But for me, you know, my review of this game, it just feels scripted. I don't like saying that about FIFA. I've never been one to agree with it. I've always been one to agree about, pro cards being scripted, because that is scripted as fuck, right? But for me, the career mode, it just goes against me. Like, I don't enjoy it. You know, it just feels like I try to do one thing, and the game completely does something else. I'm just sitting there just like, no, I didn't mean that. You know, it's just like, and it gets to the point where I could just feel like I complain about everything. It's like, oh, that goal, like, you know, if my pass had actually gone to the right player there, we might have, you know, not conceded that goal. You know, it gets to the point where I feel like I can question everything, and it's just not a fun experience. I haven't really been enjoying FIFA 16, and that's kind of a, not really a lively way to end this series for now, because I don't actually own FIFA 16. You know, I will maybe try and get some future content in the future when the game eventually goes free on EA Access. But for now, I don't know, what's your opinion on this game? You know, for me, I haven't been enjoying it, as you can tell. I've been trying to like it, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. You probably haven't. It feels like when I make a commentary like this, I'm bitching. But I feel like I'm bitching rightly. You know, the game for me just isn't that good. It's not as good as the previous titles. You know, like, they change a few things in the game. They make it worse. You know, they just make it worse. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anyway, I've been Mr. Teacup. If you're ready, come subscribe. I'll see you next time.